Alright, ladies and germs. Let's see what Crawford wants. Sword, that's all I am. But that's not gonna move me.
Shall we begin? I'd like to talk about what I'll need from you two, going forward.
Sure.
We need to bolster ARC's combat readiness. And, of course, that will involve training new recruits. I can't think of anyone better suited to that role than you, Aina.
Me?
Her?
That's right.
Me? Train recruits? Are you sure? Really? You think so?
I'd be there to help out, obviously. Couldn't hurt to try, right?
Can I think about it?
Of course. And now, I'd like to ask for your help. What is it?
It's a distress signal from the scout team. Oh no, their vital signs are fading.
Where are they?
Rezel Forest.
Got it. Dozer, can you take this one?
Yes, sir.
You don't know what happened last time, right?
So am I.
I'm counting on you two.
Nick, you do know what happened last time, right? With next Aliel. You know, I could have just go there without you. I could have just been there by now and you didn't have to tell me. Okay, guys. I want to make sure everything's still accounted for. I still need to get some. God, farming for money in this game is a pain. But at least having like the alpha reactors and the stellar fragments, which I forgot the name of it last time, but now I know.
What's waiting for us? Are you ready?
Oh, good, you're level 70. Well, nothing to do now but see what awaits us. And by us, I mean me. This is probably the time for me to just like, I could have just farmed for some more of those struggles and stuff, but getting those armed refiners and all that stuff.
All right, I'm good to go. Still no intel. Proceed with caution.
Yeah. Seeing as I don't have enough to fully do the unlock, no, not unlock potential, the limit break for this, I'm just gonna stick with the repeater rifle. It does help me out a lot, especially with its passive ability.
Something's off.
It's quiet. I don't hear any sounds of combat.
Well, of course something's off. There's always something off in situations like this. That's what I was about to say before Dozer started talking.
Sir, I've obtained the scout team's combat logs. No, still identifying the enemy.
Well, what do we know?
I've lost vitals on all squad members that sent the distress signal. I've also lost contact with the squad approaching from the other side.
That doesn't sound good.
Number of enemies?
Unknown.
I see. Yeah. But why would their readings cut out like that?
Stop! We need to regroup. Please, return to base at once.
What? But Crawford...
Yeah, too little too late.
Understood. All right, heading back.
Okay.
I know.
Well, dang. There go Dozer.
What are these things?
I do believe those are the Starless. I mean, I could be wrong.
Trial start.
Wait a minute. Are they Starless? I feel like I've seen them before. I'm making this easy.
New enemy reading. Numbers unknown.
Is that the end? Oh, Dozer!
It's never the end. At least my subclass leveled up.
I'm so glad to see you back in one piece. Dozer's being treated right now. He'll be fine. Don't worry. He should be back in action soon.
Thank goodness. And the other Ark's defenders?
They didn't make it.
Figures.
I see.
So those were Starless. Both squads were wiped out. Even Dozer barely. Well, it seems they don't plan on letting us prepare for them, do they? At the very least, now we know what kind of threat we're up against. We must advance battle preparations. Which reminds me, we didn't get to finish talking about that thing I need your help with. I want you to be a symbol for Arcs in the battles that still lie ahead of us. Well, the common denominator at every decisive battle and pivotal moment has been you. And you just played a key role in defeating those Starless. You're essentially Alpha's guardian already. I'd simply like to make it official. Admittedly, your role as Guardian won't be much different. You'll just keep trouncing enemies and helping people out, like you always do. But that should be enough to give us all a little bit of hope. Trust me, a title goes a long way. Of course, I know that this is no small request, but I would be truly honored if you would accept. Thank you. It means a lot. Now, I have some work to attend to. I'll contact you about your next mission later. We still have a lot to do for that tomorrow Ina spoke of.
You know, I'm just gonna skip the mini episodes this time. Just focus on the main story, nothing else. I know I say that, but last time, you know, OCD with me getting materials and whatnot. It couldn't be helped.
This is Central Leader Crawford. I ask you to lend me your ears. I'm here today to warn you of an imminent threat. LaSille, resurgent arcs. The things we've learned about recently have no doubt come as a major shock to everyone. Though Dark Falls has been defeated, our war against the Dolls rages on. And now a new enemy has appeared. The Starless. We recently crossed swords with a Starless vanguard and managed to emerge victorious. Thanks to the same brave warriors who defeated Dark Falls. Though we are faced with new unknowns, we have nothing to fear. This threat, we can overcome if we stand together and finally restore peace to Halpha. By together, I don't mean only Aelio, Retem, Kavaris, and Stia. We will also need to work alongside our new resurgent Arcs allies. I understand that some of you may be hesitant. It's true that their actions have been the cause of much pain and suffering. But now that they've been freed from Zephedo's influence, they are our enemies no longer. They are our stalwart allies. And it's only by joining hands that we'll defeat the Starless. As one heart and one mind. Offer me your strength, and we will bring peace to Halpha.
Wow, that's it then. There's nothing else to go by now. Huh. Figured there'd be more to it than that, but all right then. That may be my shortest. Well, you know what? I won't let it in there. Dadgummit. Let me just put in the light rounds instead of wide rounds. You know what? Maybe I will do the mini episodes after all. Darn, if I'd have known it was going to be that short, I probably would have continued on.
Hey there!
Yeah, continued on from my last stream, but that's fine.
Hey! I was called regarding Manon's inquest.
And I wanted to know every detail.
Don't worry, Manon and Feria are both just fine. Their quarters are a little cramped, but they're not being mistreated. The same goes for the others. The problem is... that's part of it. They all played a role at LaSille, but each one had different responsibilities. The data's inconsistent, so it's tough to present a comprehensive case. But what's even harder than that is trying to get on the same page with them. Like when we say, tell us about LaSille, or something, for example. They start going into detail about its construction and its specs and stuff like that. It's almost like trying to talk to a data mainframe or something.
Manon was like that at first, too. She'd just reply with the bare minimum. I remember my dad having a hard time with that.
For them, I guess, that's probably just their normal.
But Manon's different now.
Yeah, she is. We're essentially having Manon interpret for us at the moment. If we put in the effort, then maybe they'll do the same and come around. At least, I hope so. Oh, and, on that note, we've decided to start calling them Lasilans.
Lasilans?
They're not our enemies anymore. Resurgent Arcs is just too loaded, you know? We had to change it.
It's about time.
Makes sense. Lasilan. Yeah, I like it.
And while I'm on this subject here,
Good to see ya. Let's do this again.
I'm not doing the enhanced enemies because they rarely appear, so there's really no point.
Hello, hello.
Oh, the space thing.
See ya.
I don't really like it, to be honest. Honestly, I would prefer going back to doing the teapot thing in Genshin Impact. But honestly, I don't feel like playing Genshin anymore unless... And you know, it's wishful thinking, but if the developers could just add mounts, it would just make traveling less boring. Well, I won't say less boring, less of a hassle and not very repetitive, and just because I don't like relying on just fast travel. I want to like get around faster instead of just, you know, sprinting. Like I said with the Spider-Man, like the Marvel Spider-Man game. While I don't mind fast traveling, I also like to, you know, web swing around to, you know, get from point A to point B faster. And yeah, like I said, in fast traveling helps a lot. With the subways. Like I said, if Genshin Impact could be like that, if we could have like something like mounts like in Final Fantasy XIV, then going from point A to point B wouldn't be, you know, like I said, wouldn't be so boring, wouldn't be less of a hassle. Good time to just use the rod, I suppose. Hold up, why? Nope. Jesus. Oh, I didn't even set up. Wait, that's Dozer. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that just doesn't make sense. Why there's an Ilma right here? Why Ilma's here? There's an Ilma. Whatever. Let it go, Aunt. Just let it go.
That's what the Lucilans told me. I'm sure it's true.
Very interesting.
Sup. You know, you should probably know about this, too. Do you have some time? Okay, great. Though Dozer's heard this all before.
I'll live.
So, we were talking about dolls. I'm sure you noticed, but the Starless share a lot in common with dolls. I mean, the way they look and move, for example. For example, the ones you fought recently in Rezel Forest look like Pettus and Nogleth dolls.
Okay, please tell me this isn't one of those. The dolls were created to resemble the Starless, right? Because if it is, then dang, do I hate having to call it.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Dolls were designed to emulate the Starless.
Dadgummit, see? I hate being right.
They're basically a simulation to prepare us to fight the real thing.
Who would have ever thought? Right?
I'm pretty sure Safedo already explained this, but then again, they probably weren't. They probably weren't. Let it go.
But then again, I guess that's also true of all of Halpha. From the plains and swamps to the forests and mountains. They're all artificial. They're modeled after different kinds of planets. The goal was to combine a bunch of different ecosystems. To prepare for the Starless in different environments. The same goes for all the buildings. Trainia, for example. Those have been training facilities all along. We were using them for the war against the dolls. But the truth was that all along, we were being trained to fight the Starless.
Which means Safedo was toying with us the whole time.
Which is why we need to go back and review everything we thought we knew.
Yeah, you're right. If everything really was so carefully planned out, there has to be some secret to defeating the Starless. Somewhere. Hey. Yeah, thanks for your concern. I'm just doing a little patrolling. Keeping an eye out for the Starless. We lost a lot of defenders in that fight the other day. I'm not looking to make that a habit. Thanks for your help, by the way. You really bailed me out there. Not my best look, though, I'll admit. I didn't think, I just moved. I'm glad Aina was alright. I never should have let the enemy get the drop on us in the first place. I was so focused on following orders and returning to base.
You do realize that stuff like that happens all the time, right? That it's not your fault, it's just the enemy got the drop on you, literally. It happens all of the time. It's got nothing to do with you.
The only reason we even pulled through is because you and Ina were there. That's not how a squad leader should act. But at least that skirmish got us some intel on the Starless. Now we know how they fight. So we'll never get caught off guard like that again.
Well, something tells me you will.
I've gone ahead and shared what we learned with our veteran ARC's defenders. And hopefully, we'll refine our tactics as we get more and more intel. As our guardian, I'd like you to lead them in this battle. Alright, I better get back to it. The Starless are a threat. Make no mistake about that.
Darn it. Trial going on. I don't really care for it. Farming for Argus, farming for a lot of things to make the perfect build for the weapons. Just yeah. It's gonna be oh so fun. Alright, after this I'll end the stream. Sorry for it to be short though.
Well, look who it is. It's not exactly research. I was just checking on that environmental control unit over there. Yeah, that's right. They're those large objects that float at regional borders. They seem to control Halpha's environment somehow. I mean, we've known that for a while now.
And I was curious about what these things are supposed to be.
But the Lasilans gave us some more info about them. They were saying that these things can even be found overseas. Well, not really. This entire island's environment is controlled from Lucille. The atmosphere outside of this island isn't exactly suitable for us. Which means we can't really leave.
Still feels like the Valkyrie Drive mermaid with the whole... you can't leave because... Well, I'm pretty sure y'all know the story of Valkyrie Drive, remember, so I'm not even gonna bother explaining it.
Oh, when I use the word island, I'm talking about where we're standing right now. The Lasilans referred to it as Halpha Main Island, or Central Island.
Why can't you just say Halpha Island? Because those just saying Main Island or Central Island just seems bleh.
Speaking of islands, apparently Resurgent Arcs created a lot of others besides this one. They left most of them empty, from what I hear. Some of them are experimental islands that we only discovered recently. They were called creative spaces, I think. And you can travel to each one of them using Ryuker devices. Well, as long as you have the right address, that is. Have you ever checked one out? Oh, okay. If you ever make something, I'd love to see it. Let me know. Show it to me once you're done.
Yeah, that's gonna be wishful thinking, because like I said, I don't really care for the creative space. I've done enough of that with the, like I said, the Teapot World and Genshin Impact. I don't want to do another one like that ever again. Okay, well, I guess that's it then. Sorry that that was a pretty short stream, but if I'd have known that it was gonna be, like, I figured there'd be like more to the story, but since there wasn't, at least not until like the update drops for the Starless, and yeah, I could have done that in the last stream, but anyway, take care now.